We're back on the air. This is Radio Entrepreneurs, and just to remind our listeners who are our greatest fans, we are heard in 28 countries, been connected to over 700,000 people, and we appreciate it. Keep joining our growing network. Our next guest is one of our hosts, Toby Stapleton, Director, UMass Dartmouth Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, and also Sneeve. Welcome.
Great, thanks, Jeff. It's great to be back.
Great. Well, a repeat offender with Radio Entrepreneurs, an old friend of ours.
Right, and usually it's about the Southern New England Entrepreneurs Forum, so it's great to be back on the show to talk about the university and what we're doing around entrepreneurship.
Well, you know, as I came down the road this morning and I looked at the facilities, it really was quite impressive. Why don't you tell us what's going on, what the mission is, and why it's so important to everyone? Well,
that's great. In fact, the story in and of itself is a terrific story about rebirth and entrepreneurship and innovation. And in 1987, the mill that was on this site burned to the ground. It was the Cure Mill site that took up had been a large employer in the city of Fall River, and for years, and in 1987 it burned to the ground. And there was a real interest from the region's legislative delegation and business delegation to create something on the site that wasn't just another building, but something that would spur economic development within the region. And so in the late 90s, the idea to create the Advanced Technology Manufacturing Center, this incubator, was born. And in 2001, it broke ground. Today, the building is home to over 13 tech venture companies, incubator companies in the building. We have lab space. We are a University of Massachusetts building, and the University of Massachusetts conduit to the business community in southeastern Massachusetts. We are in the process of rebranding this as the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. The time is right for us to broaden the scope for the activities that we're doing here in the building and really put the focus on getting companies in the building that we can then incubate and send out into the greater southeastern Massachusetts or southern New England ecosystem. We have a lot of activity in the building that really goes from the entire region, from Rhode Island all the way down to the Cape. In fact, as the chairperson of the Southern New England Entrepreneurs Forum, I've gotten to see some of that activity in the building where each month for 9 months out of the year we play host to a program or a topic related to entrepreneurship, and we have people from the Cape Cod Technology Council, Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute, members of the Cape Cod Chamber of Commerce, and then on the other side of the map, we have folks from the Naval Undersea Warfare College, Raytheon, and other businesses. So we want to be that magnet for the region's economic development and entrepreneurship activity.
You mentioned the monthly sessions that you have. In addition to those, what are some of the other tangible activities you're doing to move the mission of the center forward?
Sure. Yeah. Well, in addition, so the Southern New England Entrepreneurs Forum has been running programs for about the last 10 years here at the what was called the Advanced Technology Manufacturing Center, and that programming really is on topics of interest to entrepreneurs, everything from financing to sales to marketing to boards of directors. I know a topic Jeffrey is intimately familiar with, and our friends at the family,
sometimes painfully,
right? Yeah, and our friends at the Family Business Association have we've done a couple programs with them, right, which always, because of the topic, because of the region we're in, that's always a topic of interest to our constituents. Now that I've taken over as the director of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, one of the things I want to do is to start doing more, as you said, tangible things to help the companies here grow, and a lot of that has to do with issues like funding. So I'm in the process of raising our profile with the venture capitalists and angels, angel investment firms in Providence and Boston to let them know that we're here, 2, introduce them to the companies that are here in the building, and then 3, to see if there are any companies in their pipeline that may be interested in setting up or being incubated in the building.
Toby, if somebody wants to connect with you, learn more about the center, get your assistance, how would they find you?
Sure, absolutely. The easiest way is email, and my email is tstapleton@umassd.edu, and you can certainly go to the UMass Dartmouth website, which is www.umassd.edu, and in the search box put ATMC.